Well, honey, today is the day. Today is when we finally come together as one. Even though I felt like this since day one, today makes it official. I still remember the first time I actually had the pleasure of getting to see your beautiful face. I remember thinking to myself how nice it must be to call someone as gorgeous as you their girlfriend, fiance, etc. I would have never guessed that I would get to be that person. Even after all this time, it still shocks me to this day that it's me that gets to do that. I can say without a doubt, you complete me. You are my person, my forever, and I cannot picture life without you in it. If I could do my life over 100 times, I wouldn't change a thing, maybe just meeting you sooner. I'm so thankful for all the memories we shared, almost crashing in PA on our way back home from getting engaged, to switching shifts with you to stay with Landon at the NICU, the good, the bad, the ones we still have yet to make. I'm here for all of it. Living life with you is the greatest thing that has ever happened to me. Ever since I was younger, it was always my dream to get married, buy a house, and start a family. You're making those dreams come true. I want you to truly know that I am forever yours. I will always be by your side, thick or thin. I will always be your protector, and you will always be my first choice. You mean the world to me, and I wouldn't trade this love for anything else. I hope today goes just as you envisioned it. And I can't wait to start this life with you, Luna, and Landon. We get to teach these kids what true love really is. I love you a million times over, Carli Marie Autry, or should I say, Carli Marie Harvey. Love you, love me.
It was you when we first met eyes. It was you in the city lights. It was you when I almost lost control. It was you through the darkest times. It was you that would make me shine. It was you that I hold on tight. It's always been you. So let the doors just open wide, 'cause standing there is my whole life. I've waited long enough to finally say I do. And let the people on both sides see you there in all our eyes. To see us hand in hand, I swear I always knew it's always been you. Now it's you walking down that aisle. Now it's you, I can't help but smile. Now it's you staring back at me, forever to be. Now it's you, I see my whole world. Now it's you, never been more sure. Now it's you, it's always been you. So let the doors just open wide, 'cause standing there is my whole life. I've waited long.
Lord God, blessed sustainer, compassionate creator, stand with us in this moment of change. As we look to the past, remind us of our blessings. As we look to the future, Lord, give us a creative vision and wisdom to trust in the powerful gift of love. We thank you for all that you have given to each of us, and most importantly to this couple. for all they have learned, for identity wrestled into new clarity, for failures and successes that have crafted character, for transformations that have made them who they are today. We ask for your presence in our futures. Redeem our past and give integrity to our present. Shaped by your direction, for we trust that with you in your gracious time. Amen. We also stand in a moment of silence for those no longer physically with us, but join us in spirit. Please be seated. Welcome, family, friends, and loved ones. We are gathered here not to witness the beginning of what will be, but rather what already is. Out of the routine of ordinary life, the extraordinary has happened. Two people fell in love and are making the brave and courageous decision to finalize their commitment to one another. Today demonstrates how far Justin and Carli have come in almost 2 years. Today is also a symbol of the promises as they continue growing stronger as individuals and as partners, no matter what challenges or successes they encounter together in the years ahead. Your lives, which began on separate paths, will be joined as one. So welcome to one and all. Justin and Carli are so thankful for your presence on this beautiful, warm day. So let's talk about marriage. Marriage is perhaps the greatest yet most challenging adventure of all human relationships. Marriage has certain qualities of contract in which two people take on what some might call the tasks of living together. However, marriage is more than a contract. Marriage is commitment. Commitment to take that joy deep, deeper than happiness, deep into the discovery of who you most truly are. It is a commitment to a spiritual journey, to a life of becoming, in which joy can comprehend despair. Even deeper than commitment, it is a covenant that says, I love you, I trust you, I will be here for you, and even more, when you are hurting, and when I am hurting, I will not leave. The union of husband and wife in heart, body, and mind is intended by God for their mutual joy, intended to provide a sanctuary safe enough to risk loving, to risk living, to risk sharing from the center of oneself a very special spiritual connection, united for a common purpose. Thus, bringing love and trust into a single focus. Therefore, marriage is not to be entered into lightly, but reverently, deliberately, and in accordance with the purposes for which it was instituted. The joy we feel now is a solemn joy, because the act of marriage has many implications, both social and personal. Marriage requires love, a word we often use with vagueness and romanticism. Love is not breathlessness, it is not excitement, it is not the declaration of eternal passion. That is just being in love, which any fool can do. We who really love can look at each other's life and say, I touched his life, or I touched her life. Just as an artist might say, I touched this canvas. Those brushstrokes in the corner of this magnificent mural, those are mine. I was a part of this life, and it is a part of me. Love allows you the opportunity to see through to your partner's essence, a seed that can flourish in even the most unlikely places. So what does it look like to really love? What does love in action look like? When we practice love, we see things other people do not see. We see beneath the surface. To be loved is to be seen and known as we are known to no other. Because ultimately, there is no love in marriage. Love is in you. Love is in people. And people either put the love in marriage or put it out. You see, when you love someone, you put things into the relationship. You give, you invest, you nurture, you build. You don't just put in what is meaningful to you. You put in what is meaningful to the other person. What speaks life into the other person? When you treat your relationship like a living thing and nurture and tend to it, you see your partner as a real person, making his or her well-being and happiness just as important as your own. You internalize them so much so that they've become a part of you, inseparable from you. This is not merging with them or forgetting yourself. This is self-extension. This is what real love in marriage is all about. Knowing another person well enough that you have come to naturally desire to fulfill their needs as if they were your own. Because to love and be loved is not only marrying the right partner, it is being the right partner. Marriage can be great when it is the outward expression of a great love. It is doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, which is hard, but in a spirit of joy. It is the capacity to forgive and to never weaponize your partner's truth. It is giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It is not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and you both should have no problem with this next one, a sense of humor. Most importantly, and listen closely here, such a love requires that you be totally honest with yourself, that you ask for what you want, take action, share your feelings, and listen. Even when you can't stand to hear the sound of each other's voices, listen anyway. Even more serious of a takeaway is this: leave your partner free to be who they really are. In other words, always love your partner for who they are, not for who you think they should be. Someone once said, the most wonderful of all things in life is the discovery of another human being with whom one's relationship has a growing depth, beauty, and joy as the years increase. Each of you, influenced by your culture, upbringing, parents, friends, even your own choices and your own self-esteem. Through all of these things, and sometimes in spite of these things, you each have grown enough to recognize the value in yourselves and your relationship, that you are both deserving of love and worth the effort that goes into loving and caring for each other. If you make the effort, truly make it a priority in your life, it is guaranteed you will create a prosperous marriage for all the years to come. You will now recite your vows to one another. I ask you to remember that no other ties are more tender, no other vows more sacred than those you are now about to assume. In keeping the vows you take here today, out of a desire to love and be loved by another person fully, without limitation, should your life be filled with joy and the home you establish be a place in which you both will find the direction of your growth, your freedom, and your responsibility. Do you, Carli Marie Autry, take Justin to be your lawfully wedded husband, to have and to hold, for better or for worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Do you, Justin Lee Harvey, take Carli to be your lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold, for better or for worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do you part, for as long as you both shall live? These spoken commitments to each other are the alignment of your words, which speaks boldly of your intentions, and your actions, which speak louder than your words. Rings are a symbol of love freely given, with no beginning and no end, no giver and no receiver, for each is the giver and each is the receiver. May these rings always remind you of the vows you have just taken. Please take your rings. Carli, he's ready. Carli, please repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
with all that I am
with all that I am,
and all that I have.
and all that I have.
I honor you. Okay, Justin, please take your ring. Please repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love,
as a symbol of my love,
with all that I am
with all that I am
and all that I have.
and all that I have.
I honor you.
I honor you.
I honor you. Yeah. Yes. Let these rings be a reminder to treat both yourself and each other with respect, and remind yourselves often of what brought you together, giving the highest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your connection deserves. When frustration, difficulty, or fear assail your relationship, remember to focus on what is right between you, not only the part that seems wrong. Each of you taking responsibility for the quality of your lives together. The bride and groom will now plant a tree, so we will step aside here. They will now plant a tree, signifying the joining of their lives together. And the strength and nurturing each will provide the relationship as they grow and mature together. Today, your separate lives, each with your individual memories, desires, and hopes, merge into one life, a new chapter, a marriage created. By the power vested in me by the state of Ohio, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride.
There's a new wind blowing like I've never known. I'm breathing deeper than I've ever done, and it sure feels good to finally feel the way I do. Now I wanna love somebody like you. And I'm letting go of all my lonely yesterdays. I've forgiven myself for the mistakes I've made. Now there's just one thing, the only thing I wanna do. I wanna love somebody like you. Yeah, I wanna feel the sunshine shining down on me and you. When you put your arms around me, you let me know there's nothing in this world I can't do. I used to run in circles going nowhere fast. I'd take a one step forward, end up two steps back.